Come to the front of your mat and bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths. Begin Ujjayi Pranayama, gently constricting the back of the throat and creating the sound of the ocean with each inhale and exhale. Take your awareness down into your pelvis, into your pelvic floor, and engage Mula Bandha, lifting the center of your perineum just gently up towards your abdomen. And the offering as we move through the practice today is, to the best of your ability, maintain Mula Bandha. It'll help, especially as we are in balance. And maintain Ujjayi, that oceanic victorious breath. Release your arms down by your sides. And inhale and sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva. As you exhale, bow Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Feel free to bring your hands to your shins or fingertips stay on the ground. As you exhale, fingertips to the ground, step your right foot back into a lunge and lower the knee to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, hands down by the front foot and step back, down dog. Inhale, coming forward, plank pose, upward push-up position, and exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Release your toes and inhale, cobra, pressing pubic bone and toes into the earth, lifting the chest up. And exhale, curling the toes under and reach your hips up to the sky, down dog. Inhale, right leg goes up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Walk your left hand off the mat to the left and inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. See if you can shrug your shoulders onto your back a bit more, leaning your whole torso back towards the left. Engage your back quadriceps a little bit more, straightening your back leg. Next time you exhale, hands down by the front foot and step forward. Inhale, flat back, offer your chest forward. Exhale and bow, standing forward fold. Root down through both your feet and inhale, stand up, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, greeting the sun. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, offer the heart forward. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge, lower the knee to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands down by the front foot. And step back, downward dog. Inhale, come on forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Cobra pose, press all 10 toes and lift your beautiful heart. Exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Walk your right fingers off the mat to the right and inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. Work your front thigh towards parallel with the ground as you bend a bit deeper into it, and then draw both your shoulders onto your back and again, open your chest towards the left. As you exhale, left hand comes down and step forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the chest forward. And exhale and bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, reach the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart, Tadasana. Release the arms down by your sides, connect to a gaze point or close your eyes, and quite simply feel. Come back to Mula Bandha engagement if you lost it. Hear your breath. Opening the eyes, chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips, inhale, arms overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, bow, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, shrug shoulders onto back, reaching the chest forward. Exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Keep the knee off the ground and inhale and reach the arms overhead, high lunge. Exhale, hands down by the front foot and step back, downward dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, roll over your beautiful toes, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog, take your hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, right leg goes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Walk your left fingers off the mat to the left and inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Stay as you are or bend your top elbow and bring your top hand to the back of your head. Gently lean your head back into your hand. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, round the spine and work towards straightening your front leg. Inhale, bend into your front knee, open your chest towards the right. Exhale, work towards straightening your front leg, chin in towards the chest. Inhale, open it up, bend into the front knee. Exhale, work towards straightening your front leg, chin in towards the chest. Inhale, open it up to the right. Exhale, round the spine, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend into the front knee, open the chest. Exhale and round. Inhale, open up, and this time reach your right arm up to the sky. Then exhale, hand comes down by the front foot and step forward. Inhale, flat back, draw the shoulders onto the back, and exhale and bow, standing forward fold. Root down through your legs and inhale, stand up, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Releasing the arms, opening the eyes, chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips, and reach the arms overhead. And then exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, offer your heart forward. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Knee stays off the ground if you can, and inhale and reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands down by the front foot and step back, down dog. Inhale, coming forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Walk your right fingers off the mat to the right, and then inhale and reach your left arm up to the sky. Bend your top elbow and bring your top hand to the back of your head. Take a deep breath right here. And as you exhale, round the spine, straighten the front leg, chin in towards the chest. Inhale, bend into the front knee, open the heart towards the left. Exhale, work towards straightening your front leg, round the spine. Inhale, bend, open the heart. Exhale and straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky, open your heart. Exhale, left hand comes down and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and bow. Root down through your legs and inhale, come on up to stand, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer. Release your arms down by your sides, connect to a gaze point or close your eyes. Gently lift the pelvic floor, deepen the breath. From here, bend your knees and lift your heels up high. Come down about halfway. Enjoy the wobbles that's part of it, and breathe into those lovely feet of yours. Heels come down to the ground. Release your arms down by your sides, and then inhale, chair pose. Reach the arms out and up. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, offer your heart forward, and then exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Knee stays off the ground, and inhale, reach the arms overhead, high lunge. Work your front thigh towards parallel to the ground, and then see if you can lift your back heel up nice and high so your ankle's over your toes. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, ribs the thighs, reach your fingers out behind you towards the back of your own mat. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up, lift the torso up. Exhale, ribs the thighs, reach the fingers out behind you. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift the torso. Exhale, ribs the thighs, fingers out behind you. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, ribs the thighs, fingers out behind you. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, ribs the thighs, fingers out behind you. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands down by the front foot and step back, downward dog. Inhale, coming forward into plank pose, upward push-up position. So we're either going to hold plank pose for 8 breaths, or we're going to take 8 chaturangas. The choice is always yours, and you can put your knees on the ground at any point in time, okay? And you can also rest in child's pose at any point in time. If you're coming with me, take a deep breath in your nose. And as you exhale, if you're coming with me, exhale, lower down halfway chaturanga. Inhale, lifting up plank. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, 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 Chaturanga. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, child's pose. Wherever you are, knees come down to the ground, hips to heels, forehead to the earth. Whoa. Come forward onto hands and knees, then lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Press your feet into the earth and inhale, Cobra, Upward Dog. Choice is yours. And then breathe into your chest. Curl your toes under and lift your hips up to the sky, Down Dog. Inhale, right leg goes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Plant your left palm on the ground directly underneath your left shoulder, and then inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Sparkle out through your top fingertips, and again, work your front thigh towards parallel to the ground. Now either stay as you are or look down at your left hand. Lift your right arm up so much so that your left fingertips become lighter. If this checks out okay, lift your left arm up off the ground and then take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, bending the elbow, and then stack your right palm on top of your left one. Revolved lunge. As you inhale, lengthen the spine forward towards the front of your mat, and as you exhale, press your right palm into your left one and spiral your heart open towards the right and up to the sky. If this ever feels like too much, you can always put your back knee down on the ground so you can just enjoy the twist without the balance. If your back knee is off the ground, however, straighten that back leg. Breathe deep into your upper lungs. Breathe deep into your back body. This is where you have space when you twist. Keep Mula Bandha engaged. Next time you exhale, hands down by the front foot, lower your back knee down to the ground, and then Ardha Hanuman, half split pose. You're going to work towards straightening your front leg. And if you're longer limbed, you might need to scoot your front foot further forward so that your pelvis is over your back knee. If you're fortunate to have two blocks, you can always put those underneath your hands. Front leg does not have to straighten all the way. Go to a point where you're like, yep, that's a stretch in the back of the leg. Thanks so much. And then curl your toes, your right toes towards your shin, and scissor the inner thighs towards each other. Tilt your booty out behind you, lengthening your spine, and think ribs to thighs versus nose to knee. Bend back into your front knee, hands down by the front foot. Curl your back toes under, straighten your back leg. And then step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, offer your heart forward, and then exhale and bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, up to stand we go, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Release your arms down by your sides, connect to a gaze point or close your eyes, and as always, return to your breath. Keeping the pelvic floor gently engaged seals off the bottom of Sushumna, our main energy channel, and that gives rise to the energy going up Sushumna. So gently lift pelvic floor. Lift your own energy. Opening your eyes, chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips, inhale arms overhead, and then exhale hands in prayer and sit low. Hook your thumbs and inhale, come on up to stand, and again, lift your heels up off the ground and come onto your tippy toes. Whoa. Press down through your toes and lift up through your fingers and breathe into the wobbles. It's good. It means your stabilizers in your feet are working. Keeping your heels lifted, reach your arms out in front of you so that they're parallel to the ground. Thumbs can stay hooked or not. It's totally up to you this time. Soften your jaw. Now bend your knees and come down about halfway. See if you can lift your heels a little higher. Heels come down to the earth, arms come down by the sides, and then inhale, sweep them forward and up, chair pose. And as you exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, offer your chest forward, and then exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Knee stays off the ground if you can, and then inhale and reach your arms overhead, high lunge. So again, work your front thigh towards parallel to the ground to the best of your ability, so you'll bend deeper into your front knee, and then lift your back heel up high, ankle over toes. And again, as we do this, you can always put your back knee down on the ground. Reaching up through all 10 of your fingers, lengthen the side waist, and breathe up into your armpits. Take a deep breath in your nose, and as you exhale, ribs the thighs, fingers go out behind you towards the back of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up, lifting the torso up. Exhale, ribs the thighs, fingers out behind you. Continue doing that at your own pace with your own breath. Next time you exhale, hands down by the front foot and step back, down dog. Inhale, come on forward, plank pose. And again, we're going to either hold plank pose or do chaturangas, and you can do either of these poses with your knees on the ground, and you can rest whenever you need to, okay? Take a deep breath in the nose if you're coming with me. And then as you exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting up, plank pose. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, 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 lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Whoa. Knees to the ground, hips to heels, forehead to the earth. Feel your breath. Inhale, come forward onto hands and knees, and then exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Release your feet down to the earth, and again, upward dog or cobra, whatever works for you. As you inhale, lift the chest up as high or low as it serves your own lower back. And then as you exhale, curl the toes under and make your way back into downward dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Plant your right palm on the ground directly underneath your right shoulder, so wrist and shoulder stack. And then inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. Shrug both your shoulders onto your back and lift up through your top arm and see if you can bend a bit deeper into your front knee. Stay as you are or look down at your bottom hand. Lift your top arm up so much so that your bottom hand lifts up, and then bend your right elbow and take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, and then stack your left palm on top of your right one. So left elbow directly above right elbow. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward towards the front of your own mat, and then exhale, press your palms in together and twist your belly open towards the left and up to the sky. As you do this, we tend to forget about the back leg, so see if you can engage your back quadriceps a bit more. And again, if you ever have trouble balancing, back knee on the ground is a great alternative. Breathe up into your chest. Soften your jaw. And then looking down, take your hands down by your front foot and lower your back knee down to the ground. Ardha Hanuman, half split pose. Work towards straightening your front leg so pelvis is going to stay over back knee. And again, you can always put your hands on blocks or just not straighten your front leg all the way. See how it goes. Curl your left toes towards your left shin and lengthen your spine forward and down. And again, think ribs to thighs versus nose to knee. And breathe into the back of your front leg. Those of us with very open hamstrings, let's actually engage them. Press your front heel down and imagine you're dragging it back. Bend back into your front knee and take your hands down by your front foot. Curl your back toes under, straighten your back leg. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, step to the front of the mat and bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, up to stand we go. Sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, hands in prayer. Feel your breath. Releasing your arms down by your sides, opening your eyes. Bring your big toes to touch. Take a step back towards the middle of your mat, and now bring your big toes to touch. As we've been doing, chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips, and inhale, reach the arms overhead. And as you exhale, hands come into prayer in front of your heart. Now lift both your heels up off the ground, so come onto your tippy toes like we've been doing, and lengthen your sternum, your breastbone forward. And then slowly bring your hips to your heels. Take your knees out towards the sides, lift the chest up, and either stay here, or if you're going to come with me, we're going to come into an arm balance. But if you're not arm balancing, you can just walk your hands out in front of you and bow. If you're coming with me, hands come down to the earth, shoulder width apart or a little bit wider, and then go ahead and take your knees to your upper arms. Bend your elbows for Bakasana, reach your chest forward, look forward, and then try to lift 1 or 2 feet up off the ground. See if you can hug your knees in towards each other and lengthen your sternum, your breastbone forward. Hollow out the belly by hugging it in and up, and puff up the back body with your breath. Keep clawing the mat with your finger pads, and then next time you exhale, go ahead and put your feet down on the ground, hips up, head down, standing forward fold. Yeah. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, offer your chest forward, and then exhale and step back into downward dog. Inhale, coming forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, roll over your toes, and then exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, right leg goes up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Lower your back knee down to the ground and inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, low lunge. Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Press your front big toe mound into the ground. Lengthen the spine forward. And then again, roll your chest open towards the right and up towards the sky. Either stay as you are or now spread your wings, right arm up, left arm down. Splay your top fingers out wide. If you can, left hand touches the ground, or you can always put your hand on a block, or if not, it floats. See how it goes in your own body. Stay as you are, or again, look down towards the ground, curl your back toes under, and straighten your back leg. Breathe deep into this shape. Keep Mula Bandha engaged if you can. Keep the pelvic floor gently lifting in and up, stabilizing the pelvis. Looking down towards the ground, take your hands down on either side of your front foot, and then step your back foot in about a foot and lower your left heel towards the right. We're going to work towards straightening the front leg, coming into Parvottanasana pyramid pose. Feel free, if you've got 2 blocks, to put your hands on blocks and or don't straighten the front leg all the way. If this feels like too much, just come into Ardha Hanuman, which is back knee on the ground, front leg straight, no problem. And then wherever you are, scissor your inner thighs towards each other, tilt your booty up towards the sky. Like we did in Ardha Hanuman, think ribs to thighs versus nose to knee. And then breathe deep into the back of your right leg. Then back into your front knee and step, downward dog. Inhale, coming forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway all the way down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky. Behind you, 3-legged downward dog. And then exhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Lower your back knee down to the earth. And then inhale and reach your arms overhead, low lunge. As you exhale, hands come into prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, twist towards the left. So bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Press your top palm into your bottom one. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. And again, roll your chest open towards the left and up to the sky. Press your front big toe mound into the ground and see if you can bend a little bit deeper into your front knee. Stay as you are or spread your wings. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Right arm comes down. Right fingers can float. They can come onto a block or to the earth. See how it goes in your own body. And then keep spiraling your heart open towards the left and up to the sky. Stay as you are. Look down towards the ground. Curl your back toes under and straighten your back leg. Feel your breath. Look down towards the ground, hands down by the front foot, Parvottanasana pyramid pose. You're going to step your back foot in about a foot and lower your right heel towards the left. That's your back heel. Work towards straightening your front leg. And again, you can always put your hands on blocks or keep your front knee bent. And or if this feels like too much, just put your back knee on the ground and straighten your front leg. Being lowered to the ground is a lot easier, especially for your back. Wherever you are, scissor the inner thighs towards each other, tilt your booty up towards the sky, and lengthen your spine forward and down, breathing into the back of your leg, back of the heart. Right where you are, see if you can engage Mula Bandha just a little bit more, lifting the pelvic floor. And we always try to engage Mula Bandha about 20 to 30%, so it's not a very strong lift. It's a soft and subtle lift. Bend back into your front knee and step, down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, and then step or hop lightly to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, offer your chest forward, and then exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Root down through your feet and make your way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, arms overhead. And exhale, hands move through prayer, Tadasana, mountain pose. Release your arms down by your sides, connect to a gaze point. Opening your eyes, bring your big toes to touch. Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Connect to a gaze point on the ground out in front of you. And then like we've been doing, splaying your toes out wide, lift your heels up off the ground, come onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees and bring your hips to your heels. And if this doesn't serve you for any reason, stay up higher, or you can always just take chair pose instead. If you're down low with me, press your palms in towards each other and lift the chest up and maybe close your eyes for a breath or two. And slowly open your eyes with hands in prayer. Twist to the right. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. See if you can snuggle your left armpit to the outside of the right leg and then squeeze your knees together. We're going to move towards the arm balance. If you're not doing any arm balancing today, just stay as you are. You're perfect. Or again, you can always just take chair twist, no problem. And then spread your wings. Take your left arm down, your right arm up to the sky. And again, play with the balance. It's a fun one. Keep hugging the knees in towards each other. Stay as you are, or now we move to the arm balance. Take your right arm down, take both your hands out and over to the right, and then plant your palms, shoulder width apart or a bit wider. Claw the mat with your finger pads, and then you're going to lift your bum up and bend both your elbows. If you're newer to this pose, you're going to bring your outer right hip to your right upper arm, and then rest your right knee on your left upper arm. That checks out okay. Lift your feet up off the ground. Oh, that checks out okay. Spread your other wings, your legs. Left leg goes up towards the sky, right leg goes towards the front of your mat. And again, you're just playing. See how it goes. Just breathe deep to the best of your ability. When you're ready to come out, come on out, both feet to the ground, hips up, head down, and maybe a little la 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 la. Ah, feel that in your body. Bring your big toes to touch and then come all the way back up to stand, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And then exhale, release your arms down by your sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. And just feel that. Opening your eyes, hands in prayer. With your big toes touching, lift your heels up off the ground. You know where we're going. Bend your knees and bring hips to heels. Or again, you can always just take chair pose with your heels on the ground. Squeeze your knees in towards each other. Lift the chest up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, twist towards the left. So right elbow to the outside, the left knee. Hands come into prayer in front of the heart. And again, to the best of your ability, try to snuggle the armpit to the outside of your leg. Stay as you are or spread your wings, left arm up, right arm down. And again, no pressure to come with me and rest whenever you need to. You can also just watch. Full variation. So we're coming into side crow. Walk your hands out in front of you. So out towards the left, claw them out with your finger pads. Lift your hips up off the ground and then bend both your elbows. You can bring your outer left hip to your left upper arm. And then from here, we're coming into Ekapadakuniasana, a one-legged sage pose, a variation. You might kiss the ground. You'll see how it goes in your own body. But you do your best. When you're ready to come out, both feet on the ground, hips up, head down, standing forward fold. Yeah. Observe how you feel. And from here, bend your knees and put your butt down on the ground and lie down on your back. And just take a couple of breaths and feel that in your body. Bending your knees and placing your feet on the ground, feet hip width apart and parallel, ankles directly underneath the knees for bridge pose. And we're going to take a floating variation of bridge, meaning we're going to come up and down using the breath. So just listen to me for a hot second. We're going to inhale, lift the hips up, lift the arms up, and either reach the arms directly up to the sky or overhead, back of the hands to the ground. We're going to hold it there at the top for about a breath and a half and then come back down again, okay? So if the shoulders are feeling a bit tight today, just reach the arms directly up to the sky versus putting the back of the hands onto the ground. Pressing your heels down, inhale, lift your arms up, either arms directly up to the sky or back of the hands come down to the ground. And then stay here as you exhale. Press your heels into the ground, lift your hips a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, bring your bum and your palms down to the ground, coming back into that starting position. Pressing the heels down on your next inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms. Once you come to the top, stay there as you exhale. Press your heels down and inhale, lift your hips a little higher. And then exhale, bring your bum and your palms back down to the ground. Press your heels down, inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms. Stay here as you exhale. Press your heels down, inhale, lift the hips a little bit higher. And then exhale, come on back down. Regular bridge pose. Inhale, lift the hips up, take your hands underneath you and interlace your fingers together. Shrug your shoulders close together underneath you, lifting the chest up, bringing your chest towards your chin. Press down through your feet to lift the pelvis up and then breathe into the front body. Release your hands and then slowly lower your spine back down to the earth. Take your feet as wide as the mat and just gently bring your knees in towards each other. And slowly bring your knees in towards your chest, wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a nice big hug. Keep your right knee in towards the chest. Extend your left leg onto the ground out in front of you, wind release pose, and then just hug your right knee by your right armpit. Press your left heel forward, curling toes to shin, and breathe into your inner thighs. Breathe into the front of the pelvis on the left side. Stay as you are, or half happy baby, keeping the right knee out to the right. Either hold on to your right foot or your right shin with your right hand. See how it goes in your own body. And if the inner thighs feel like they need more space, you can always bend your left knee and put your left foot on the ground. Deepen your exhales. Then bending your left knee, left foot on the ground, place your right ankle on top of your left thigh, creating a number 4 shape with your legs. And then you can either stay here or thread the needle, lift your left foot up off the ground, and either interlace your fingers around your left shin or your left thigh, hugging your right shin in towards the chest. I'd love your head down on the ground, so if it feels like the ground is far, slide a block or a pillow or bolster, something underneath your head just so your neck can relax. And then breathe into your right glutes. And then slowly release both feet down to the ground and just take a breath or two and feel the difference between the right and the left side. Bring your left knee in towards the chest, interlace your fingers around your left shin, and straighten your right leg on the ground out in front of you, wind release pose. Hug the left knee just gently out by your left armpit, opening up the inner thighs as well as the psoas, the hip flexor on the right side. Stay as you are, or half happy baby, holding onto the shin or the left foot with the left hand, keeping the left knee out to the left. Left sole of the foot faces the ceiling, and then draw the knee down towards the ground on the outside of your left ribs. Again, if your inner thighs ever feel like they need more space, just bend your right knee and put your right foot on the ground. Place your left ankle on top of your right thigh for thread the needle. Either keep your right foot on the ground or lift it up off the earth. Interlace your fingers around your right shin or your right thigh, hugging your left shin in towards the chest. Head is relaxed. And breathe into your left glutes. And slowly release both feet down to the ground. Take a breath or two right here. Quite simply, just feel. And then take your feet as wide as the mat. Just gently windshield wipe your knees from side to side, taking your arms out into a T shape or cactusing your arms. And then next time your knees end up towards the right, stay here. If you want to add a little bit more, lift your right foot up off the ground, take it to the outside of your left thigh, and gently draw your left thigh to the right and down. Now, as we do this, if you feel any kind of tweaking in your lower back or your left knee, just stack your left knee on top of your right knee, taking a classic variation of reclined spinal twist. And then wherever you are, breathe into your left side waist. Come on back to center and switch sides, taking your feet as wide as the mat. Go ahead and take your knees over towards the left. And either stay here or lift your left foot up off the ground, take it to the outside of your right thigh, and gently draw your right thigh to the left and down. Come on back to center, both knees bent, both feet on the ground. And extend your legs out in front of you, Savasana, corpse pose. If there's anything else your body needs before Shavasana, feel free to take it now and then meet us in corpse pose. Once you lie down on your back, feet and arms splayed out to the sides, close your eyes and just allow your body to rest. Letting go of Ujjayi, letting go of Mula Bandha. Take a deep breath in the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Slowly bringing awareness back into your physical body. If you have the time and would like to remain in Shavasana, feel free. If not, at your own pace and your own way, slowly make your way up to sit. Bring your hands in a prayer in front of your heart and bow your chin softly towards your chest. Deep gratitude to this practice for all that it gives us on and off the mat. To the people in our lives who support us as we walk our path. And to our breath for giving us life. Namaste.
If you like that video, you'll probably like these. And if you want more videos, go to my membership site. Either way, let's stay connected.